The Badlands Bandits. Bandits assemble. 6 mana spell, get 8 3/2 bandits with bonus effects, any that can fit in your hand or summon it. This is a legendary minion? Oh, sorry, legendary spell? Huh? Isn't this just booty cheeks? What is this? This could be 5 mana. I'm not playing this shit. Bro, this is... I can't. Reverse, eat it, read? Any that fit in your hand or summon instead? Bro, I don't understand. What are you trying to say here? This is horrible. It's dude, you're not running this in hand paladin. Are you out of your mind? This is 2 health. 2 health. It's trash. It's actually giga trash. Might be one of the worst. Might be like at first impressions, probably the worst card I've seen out of any class card. Like you can't even buff them. Like I guess you could buff the minions in your hand after they're there, but like you could do so much better stuff. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. I'm moving on. Living Horizon, 10 mana 4/6 taunt, divine shield, cost 1 less for each other card in your hand. It's an elemental. Oh, so that's why Mountain Giant isn't coming back. They gave Paladin the hand Paladin. If you're speaking strictly stats, this is a 21/14 which is almost 3 ogres. Okay. Taunt, divine shield, cost 1 less for each other card in your hand. 4/6. So Mountain Giant was played. It was usually played on turn 4, and that was an 8/8. Is a 4/6 with taunt, divine shield better? Actually, not bad. Actually, not the worst thing in the world. But you have to build around it. You have to build around it. I could see it. I could see this. I mean, I guess this card is a little bit better because if they're actually pushing hand paladin, like this card might actually be good enough just to play a bunch of shitters that maybe your opponent has to force a removal on. But I think on that, this card is so fucking weird. Okay, sure. That card's fine. Lawful Longarm. 5 mana 1/5. Rush, Lifesteal, Battlecry. Gain +1 attack for each card in your hand. Okay. Twilight Drake was played as a 4 mana, like, I don't know, 4 mana 4/8, 4 mana 4/9, generally speaking, in Warlock. This has Rush and Lifesteal, and it has 5 health. Is that card still in the game that you draw a minion and you give all your minions +1/+1 in standard still? I don't think it is, right? I don't think it is. That was from Barons, right? Nah, okay. Okay, let me hold my opinion. I need to see the full set to actually like see if hand paladin's playable. I actually do think this card's good though. For a specific, like if you play this for 4 mana, I think you're okay. But God, like this isn't 2015 anymore, man. Like I don't know if you have time to just sit there and do nothing. There needs to be a card. This fills your hand theoretically, but that is so fucking slow, man. Okay. Lay down the law. 2 mana tradable spell. Set a minion's attack and health to 1. Quick draw, then deal 1 damage to it. I mean, set a minion's attack to 1 health. Attack and health to 1 is actually just good. And then you deal 1 damage to it if it's quick draw. That's fine. Whatever. That's a good card. I mean, yeah, it's fine. I mean, the most backbreaking card I felt like in Pure Paladin was the card that there's like that 2/3 whatever that set a minion's health to 1/1. That card was fucked. That card's one of the best cards in the game. One of the best cards in Paladin. This is like the same thing, but you don't need to be pure. So that's fine. Holy Cowboy. What? 3 mana 4/3 Battlecry. Your next holy spell costs 2 less. Is it Mountain Giant 12 mana? Mountain Giant was 11 mana. This is 10. Wait, Mountain Giant was 11. Wait, no, it was 12. It was 12? You used to play an even. No, maybe you're right. Mountain Giant was 12. Hold on. You're right. Yeah, it's 12. Okay, so hold on, you're right. Let me think about this card again. So if it's 12 mana, it's 2 less. Okay, so you can play this for 2 mana when you can play it for Mountain Giant for 4. Oh shit. Okay, this card's good. This card's good. No, you play this card. That's fucked. Dude, that means on turn 4, turn 5, you can play both of these cards. You can play both. You can go Living Horizon into Living Horizon. You have 2 mana or 2 4/6 taunts and Divine Shields. That seems very strong. Like if the Paladin deck can support that archetype, that's actually insane. That's a very big move. Mana cheating is good. Paladin can't draw every turn like Warlock though. You're right. All right, there's too many cooks in the kitchen, chat. I don't know what to think anymore. I'm lost. All right, he hosts Silverwing. I swear this mini had 3,000 attack at one point. I don't get the reference. I don't get the reference there. 2 mana. Who's the guy in the back, by the way? Who's that? 2 mana, 2/1. Divine Shield, Death Rattle, draw Holy Spell. Okay. Blue Eyes. Oh no. There's Yu-Gi-Oh players on the Hearthstone team. It's over, man. It's fucking over, bro. It's over. All right, good card. I mean, you play this in Highlander, you play this in Dragon Paladin, you play this in whatever. This is a good card. It's a 2-mana, 2/1 Divine Shield. It's already fine. It's a dragon. And then you get the Death Rattle on top of it. That's fine. You take those. What the hell? Your leftmost minion has +3 attack and lifesteal. I don't have time for fucking names or manas, bro. What? Yo, this card's kind of gas. Wait a minute. You can play this Holy Cowboy. Wait, did I even review this card? 3 mana 4/3 battle cry. Your next Holy Spell costs 2 less. Yeah, that's probably fun. Mana cheating is good. Wait, this is good. Yeah, if your minion's just full of shitters, and then you play this card, your opponent's crying themselves to sleep because you clear the board and you go up to full health. Dude, imagine if this card was in Warrior and you got to play Trial by Fire. Catch me conceding so fast that'd break your world record. Catch me, dude. Oh my Jesus. I mean, it's probably okay. In the right deck, this is potential. Is there a card that pairs with this? Showdown. 2 mana, both players summon 3/3/3 Outlaws, give you a rush. Oh my God. So you play, oh dude, the flavor there is actually pretty spicy, right? Like you're the deputy inside the town, and like this town ain't big enough for the 2 of us, chat. Milady. So you play this card and this card, dude. You know what's the tilting thing about this card? Okay, POV. You set your opponents at a specific life total. You're like, oh, I'm not gonna play any minions, so they can't actually get any life steal off me. And then he's like, psych, fuck you, bitch. Plays Showdown, and he plays the aura, and then you're crying yourself to sleep. Thoughts? That seems pretty spicy. I'm a little tilted from reading this, to be honest, but maybe it's not that bad. Worst case scenario, you play 2 mana to kill a bunch of 3/3s that you summon for the 2 mana. I don't know about you guys, but that not only are you winning the board, well, you neutralize the board that you summoned, but on top of that, you put mental fear on your opponent, which people don't really discuss in their card reviews, but I feel like for this specific one, it's a big deal. All right, what do we got? Prismatic Beam, 7 mana, and deal 3 damage to all enemies. Cost 1 less for each enemy minion. Holy shit, is this card not insane? Okay, Consecration is currently 3 mana to deal 2. How much mana does this have to be good? 4? So you have 3. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. With Showdown? Yeah, but I don't think you're really going to do that with Showdown. Because, like, you're using Showdown. You're basically getting a 1 mana difference, but you're running Showdown in your deck. Like, which I guess is not the worst thing in the world. This card can cook, though. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, if this is a card that, like, if there's an aggro meta in the game, this card's probably pretty great, right? That's exciting. Spirit of the Badlands, 3 mana 3. I feel like they've referenced Spirit of the Badlands in Hearthstone before. Maybe I'm wrong. 3 mana 3 for if your deck has no, I forgot Paladin's Highlander deck. If your deck has no duplicates, get a permanent Mirage. Start of your turn, transform into a copy of a minion in your deck that stays in your hand. Yeah, that's actually not that bad. Turbo value. Turbo. Okay, like, oh my god. This is kind of, okay. I'm going to go on a little rant here. This is my problem with Highlander decks. Is like, if you draw this on turn 3, I don't know if you're losing the game. You know? Like, I don't know. I don't know if you're going to lose the game. If you don't draw this on turn 3 and you draw this on like turn 10, like it's shit. Right? Like that's the issue with Highlander decks. It's like, yeah, you build your entire deck off like this really powerful effect. But if you don't hit that effect early, it feels so bad. And if you, I mean, actually later in the game, this one's actually not that bad, but it's definitely a lot better if you draw this early. Because at least this one does something on turn 10. You know, at least like you could just play a bunch of minions after this is played. This card's always good. Play DKs will just ruins people's days. Yeah, that's also true. It's also really interesting. We just reviewed the warrior one, but I feel like, well, they probably thought about it a lot, but it's almost like this card should have been shuffled into your opponent's deck just so you have a win condition against Highlanders as a warrior deck, but maybe that they did that intentionally because it might be just too good. This card's not bad. This is actually pretty good. This is a good Highlander card, right? Am I wrong? I haven't really talked about the Reno card yet, so let me just talk about this real fast because I saw it at BlizzCon. For people who don't know, this is probably the real reason you play Highlander. First neutral hero, by the way, chat. Isn't that exciting? Wow, Hearthstone is, you know, in 2023, they're still kicking. They're still there. 8 mana, Battlecry. If your deck has no duplicates, empty the enemy board on the limit. Wait, I can't speak. Empty the enemy board and limit it to 1 mana for a turn. So if you didn't see this, basically what happens is that you clear your opponent's board. There's like a really cool animation of like wind or something that only shows one position on the board in the middle, and then your opponent can only play one. Again, this is a card like not like I think Zephyrus is a much better card for the record, but this is a good card. Also, Reno's biceps in this bitch, my god. Actually, back to the card. Sorry. You also got this hero power, which is 2 mana, and it changes every single turn, like the Dr. Boom hero power. You get to shoot this turn's magic bullet, which is the arcane bullet, deal 2 damage, refresh 2 mana crystals. Imagine deal 2 damage, gain 4 armor, deal 2 damage, then deal 1 damage to all enemy minions. Deal 2 damage, give a friendly minion +2/+2. Deal 2 damage, discover a spell. Deal 2 damage, summon a random 3 cost minion, probably the worst one. Deal 2 damage, draw a card. Like, all of these are good. So this card is probably going to be the reason why you play Highlander. And if you pair that with the Paladin card here, I actually legitimately think Highlander Paladin might be good. This is Pog and Priest. Priest is... Dude, listen, I don't know where you guys are coping. The Priest one looks like the worst one. Anyways, yeah, looks good. I could actually see Paladin seeing play. Like Highlander Paladin. Like Highlander Paladin looks like the first one out of all of these where I'm like, okay, I mean, not good. I can get down with this sickness. You know, ooh, you know what I mean? Mott, thanks for the sub, by the way. Kind of boring for a neutral Highlander card. No, it's fine. It's fine. Paladin looks good. I actually think that this card has potential. Maybe the whole point of the Badlands Bandits is just to fill your hand so you can do stuff like Lawful Longarm. But okay, if you're running Highlander, you probably just run this card because it's a 6 mana, give you a bunch of shit. And like, you probably want just a bunch of shit. I think. Could be wrong about that. I don't know.